Ladies and gents, hello and welcome. My name, of course, is Potato, and this is Flotsam. This is a city builder game that takes place amongst waves in the ocean. It's very, very cool, and we're going to jump right on into it in just a second. Once I tell you that it's been published by Congregate and is made by Pajama Llama Games. So there you go. We're going to jump right on in and see exactly what we've got in store. Well, that's it then. Garbage floods wiped away our village. Perhaps we should start sticking on these useless rocks and go explore. Who needs lands? These endless blue waves, that's all we need. The flooded world is our oyster. Let's polish this plastic into beautiful pearls. Right, if only we weren't out of fuel. Exactly. That's a frequent problem when I'm driving my car, but also apparently in this game as well. Anyway, this game, as I've already mentioned, is a city builder, and I suspect that you're probably starting to see some similarities with other city building games. Except this one obviously takes place in a watery environment. I'm gonna try and explain all of the features as we go, so just bear with and we'll get to it. So this is the town heart. The town heart has a bunch of food at the moment. We're fine for food, and that sort of feeds into the storage capacity, so that's fine. As you can imagine, we've got some people living on this little place. These are all of their needs, all of the little needs of the people. They've got health, hunger, thirst, and rest. Right, pretty simple. Let's get to work. Let's start clearing up the oceans. That's right. So what we're going to do is we're going to place a buoy. Now, boys, or at least these boys, are swimming boys. So what we do is we just plonk them down right over there, unpause the game, and what we should see happen is we should see Sammy Flot. Yes, Mr. Sammy Flot is going to swim out to the buoy, and he's going to pick up a whole bunch of plastic waste. And, you know, this is the point where I have to say that we're doing a service to humanity. We're also saving our own bacon, but I gotta be real. We're cleaning up the oceans, and it makes me feel kind of good about myself. That's real good. Anyway, what we can do is we can enlarge the size, the pickup radius, so we can do that. We can also send all three of our dudes, or dudes and dudettes, should I say? Nope, they're all dudes. We're gonna send all of our dudes to the buoy, and we're just gonna get them to pick up whatever they can find. As you can see, we're coming back with a bunch of resources, and the resources are all displayed at the top of the screen. We've got the food reserves, which is manifested in canned food with a nutritional value of 1. We've got water reserves, which is manifested in something. Presumably. I don't know where the water is, but I'm sure that we're going to figure it out. I imagine it must be in that big old bottle right over there. That doesn't seem like a very good place to keep it, but I suppose in times of distress, we need to just do wacky stuff. Anyway, we've also got wet wood, and wet wood will become important in just a second, so hold that thought for a second. We got plastic and scrap metal. We don't have any dry wood, don't have any metal scrap as of yet. Looks like there's lots and lots of wet wood. There's a sailboat on the rocks apparently as well, and I believe... Ah, yes. So I can move around and have a little look at the map, and there is a sailboat on the rocks right over there. How did it get there? Nobody knows. Nobody has any idea. But you've got to be going pretty darn fast and pretty darn hard to get shipwrecked like that, I must say, good sir. That looks like there's some food over there, some fish. Well, we're gonna hopefully try and get out to that in good time. Anyway, how are our guys getting on? They're not doing too badly, actually. In fact, they're doing so well that, in fact, I've been given a storage capacity warning. That's right. We're doing so well. We're collecting so many resources that we're gonna have to think about building an extra little storage yard. So, as I sort of glossed over, this is the build menu. There's a bunch of different bits and bobs that we can build in the build menu. This is probably a good time for me to point out that this game is still in early access, and therefore there are going to be features added as the game progresses through its stages of development. But for now, we've got a pretty good selection of stuff that we can build, even with the basic resources that we've got. So, let's build a walkway first, and this will allow our drifters to walk around and attach to buildings. So we'll just start off... There we go. We'll start off over here, and we'll try and stretch the walkway as Maybe not as far as humanly possible, but we'll certainly go pretty darn far. Sure. Alright. And then what I think we're going to do is we're going to decrease that to just one drifter, which means, hopefully, that a couple of enthusiastic chaps... You're wearing jackets. I'm not sure that swimming in clothing is the best course of action, but who am I to tell you how to do your job? You don't tell me how to play video games on YouTube, do you? So I'm not going to tell you how to swim. You do you. Anyway, yeah, so these guys are gonna build the walkway. As you can see, it's just gonna creep on up, and the walkways will really form the heart of the town. Well, maybe not the heart, because we've already got the heart of the town, the literal heart of the town, but maybe the skeletal structure of the town. That's probably a fair enough way to put it. Okay, so we're gonna have the skeletal structure of the town assembled as these walkways are built, and as these walkways are built, it'll probably present us with a lovely opportunity to maybe get a storage yard. It only takes 8 plastic in order to build a storage yard, so let's stick a storage yard right over here. Sure, that's great. So that storage yard should be built in good time as well. Are you guys thirsty? Is this a little bit of a problem? Your thirst is indeed increasing, so hopefully you're just gonna have a drink. That is indeed what I hope. Okay, let's set up another buoy over here. See if we can get some more wood, because we are slightly low on the old wood supply. We've had a fairly long time to collect plastic, but no wood. Doesn't look like we've got access to any metal scraps either at the moment. Metal scraps presumably wouldn't float. Is that a boat down there? Alright, there you go. Metal scraps presumably won't float, so therefore we shouldn't be too concerned about not being able to get any. Right, so the storage is almost complete. That's great. Let's whap it into double time speed whilst we wait for these guys to complete their objectives. Lovely. Alright, that is a pretty big... Well, I say pretty big. It looks pretty fancy, actually. That's what I meant to say. It looks like a very fancy storage yard. Can you not just, like, I don't know, get some rope and just tie it around the items? It doesn't look like anything is floating away at a particularly fast pace over here. I mean, it doesn't seem like anything happens at a very particularly fast pace over here, but it doesn't particularly matter. Let's get to the next objective, and that is going to be the drying rack. So this is going to be good for drying wood and fish, and I highly suspect that we're going to need to get a food source at some point, but for now we're just going to be able to use the drying rack to dry some of this wet wood, which we are going to be collecting from our wood zone. That's right, this is going to be the wood zone over here. What's that? That's plastic waste. Yeah, I do want to nibble fish. Nibble fish. What a peculiar name for a fish, eh? I think maybe we want to see if we can try and get some more drying racks. More than one drying rack would be great. A construction distiller removes salt from seawater to generate fresh water. Well, as long as we get that before our water reserves hit 0, we should be totally fine. What else have we got? A small house. I mean, everything it seems needs dry wood. So it would probably be a pretty darn good idea to get this drying rack up and running as swiftly as possible. What else have we got? A working shed, craft resources with wood like rope and firewood. Cool. A mooring point, a salvaging boat, a fishing boat, and then also sails. Allows movement of the town. Oh my good giddy aunt. Right, so this is the drying rack. As you can see, we can select 2 things. We can select fish or dry wood. We're, of course, going to be selecting dry wood, as I would like to start processing some wood as soon as possible, please. That's going to be great. Hey! Hey, hey! Salvaging some flotsam. And you're salvaging wood. Salvaging wood to dry. Ah! Already the wood has been set out to dry. I don't know how long it takes to dry. There we go. You're just idle for the moment, so I'll increase the number of people that we have working in our plastic zone. What is this? Ooh, yep, farms. We've already got this. Production limits for every producible item. Yeah, cool. That's all good. It's all good. You know, there's nothing to worry about. Oh my lordy, what the heck is that? That doesn't look like any sort of reasonable fish. That looks like a very, very not real fish. I mean, it looks like one of those prehistoric dinosaurs, you know? With an evil smile. Looks like a prehistoric dinosaur, but also a bit like an orca. You know, one of those killer whale things. Right. Small storage yard. It's looking pretty darn good, actually. How are we doing storage capacity-wise? Well, it's full. The wonders of modern technology, eh? We've managed to fill up the storage yard. Let's get another 2 drying racks. Nice. Ooh, is this going to be our first dry wood by any chance? Yes, it is indeed. I just saw the wood being taken down from the drying rack and has been put into the storage yard. Now we need to get a small house, so we're going to need to dry just a wee bit more wood in order to get that up and running. But I think 3 drying racks, at least for now, will absolutely suffice. Yeah, I think that's totally reasonable. Right. Let's reduce the number of people that we've got working over there. Let's enlarge that to the maximum possible area. There we go. This game is still chunking around a little bit. But it, apart from that fact, is pretty darn smooth, actually. This is, it's a gorgeous little game as well, isn't it? It just looks absolutely incredible. The art style is kind of reminds me of Borderlands, you know? It's got this sort of very cartoony, harsh light vibe. Right, let's set you on dry wood, you on dry wood as well. Okay, we're down to 24 water, absolutely no rush. Food reserves as well are decreasing, but they're decreasing at a rate that you know, we can sort of deal with. All right, let's speed up time, and let's see what happens. I tell you what, let's actually just keep the amount of people that we have swimming out to the buoy on 1, because I don't think that we need any more than that. Also, I've just realized I can make a working shed. I don't really want to make a working shed, but I do want to make a small house. That is indeed what I want to make. Let's try and keep the houses sort of towards the center of town. I'm going to put them on the walkway over here, primarily because I don't know how big the town is going to get, and I want to keep sort of space around the town heart for walkways. Okay, everyone seems to need a little bit of sleep, but I don't think that anyone can actually get sleep until the house is built, unless you guys want to sleep on, like, the walkway or something. Yeah, okay, well, the house is going to be built very, very soon indeed, which is great. And then tomorrow, well, presumably, we'll, yeah, there are not enough houses to accommodate all different drifters. Yeah, I know. I'm working on it. How many people does this small house house? How many people does this small house house? That's what I meant to say. I suspect that it will be 1. I mean, that looks like 1 bed. I mean, it looks like a double bed, to be honest. There's nothing to stop these guys from sharing that bed. However, I suspect that the game won't allow me to sleep like that. Okay, that is a very generous definition of a house, I must say. That is a bed and an alarm clock. I am truly astonished how you've managed to get an alarm clock out here. Time really doesn't seem like it plays a massive role in these guys' life, but who am I to say? All right, well, let's get another small house if you'd like. The more the merrier. I say the more the merrier. I want 3, obviously. 3 is what I need in order to make everyone happy. I also think that I'm probably going to want to try and get another drying rack. I mean, we need a serious amount of dry wood in order to ensure smooth operation. Yeah. Okay, so let's get that up and running. Today's objective, we're also going to have the construction underscore distiller up and running. Yeah, as soon as possible. We need 4 bits of plastic. I mean, yeah, to be honest, I kind of want to reassess my options here. There's still a little bit of plastic out there. Right, let's get rid of that boy, and let's instead put down... Yeah, put down one over there. So let's instead try and focus our resource collection on plastic, at least for the foreseeable future. Because we really don't need any more wood. Right, and I'm going to shrink that down as well. And instead, going to put down... Yeah, honestly, that's a pretty darn good selection of both plastic and wood. We just don't want to overfill our wood storage at this moment in time. Storage is quite a valuable thing, believe it or not. Right, so that's the second house up and running, which is great. We've got a population of 3 and a house count of 2, which is very, very good indeed. And very, very shortly, we're going to place down our 3rd house. And now everyone is going to have a bed, and that is going to make me very, very happy that we've actually accomplished a mini mission. Or at least in my mind, a mini mission. Tell you what, though. It is kind of annoying having to send out all of these swimmers, as it takes a heck of a long time for them to get back to the town heart. Anyway, we've also got the ability to research stuff, but we're not going to really worry about this until later, because we need to do some stuff before we get to that point. But there's a whole bunch more tech that we want to research, which is going to be pretty darn cool. There is a map as well, which is very, 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 very cool, but that is going to require sails. Very, very interesting. And it's going to require fuel, apparently, as well, which is also pretty darn cool. And then this is a little overview of our supplies. The town inventory, yes. Alright, and that was the production overlay, which I briefly glanced at earlier, but isn't strictly necessary to discuss at the moment. Okay, let's get the distiller up and running. Should I put this near the beds? I feel like we should put it near the drying racks. Let's put it next to the drying racks, primarily because this is sort of like the production side. Can I get a walkway off a walkway? I have to presume that that's possible. However, if I was to attach a sail to this contraption, because that's what it looks like, to be honest, if I was to attach a sail to this contraption, it would probably bend in weird and mysterious ways. But I'm not going to let that concern me. Right. Okay. Seems that everything has been picked up. Can I get some... There we go. Can I enlarge? There we go. Get someone to go out over there. Hey! Look at that. That's fantastic. Now that looks the part. Now, the technology involved of melting down all of this tiny little rubbish plastic waste and making something which is actually quite cool is remarkable. There's a lot of technology involved there, but hey ho, let's not look into the realism too much. Okay, fresh water. We want to make lots and lots of fresh water. Yes, let's auto queue that. We're gonna need firewood in order to make that happen. I mean, that's honestly easy enough. Okay, there is a build limit. I can actually make walkways off walkways. That's cool to note. I like that. I like that indeed. Alright, and we also need to get a workshop now. What about a mooring point? Okay, so all of these sort of advanced structures are going to require a working shed. So let's get that down right now. Let's get it down right over there. We're processing quite a lot of wood at the moment, which is very, very nice. does say that we need firewood. Is dry wood not firewood? I was under the impression that dry wood was firewood, but maybe that's just my misunderstanding. It's not research that we need to unlock. Nope. Maybe it's a resource that we're going to be able to make in the woodworking shed. Yeah, firewood. Okay, that's fine. That's cool. Right. So you're going to swim out. You're going to pick up the plastic. We're almost out of resources, to be honest. And you are just, you're doing all of the wood drying. All right, cool. So between the 3 chaps that we've got on board at the moment, that's pretty darn good. All right. It turns out firewood is actually just dry wood. Don't know why we can't just directly use dry wood, but that's fine. Let's get that queued up. And let's actually not do all of that. Let's instead get some rope, because we're going to need rope for more advanced buildings, as I talked about. Very, very cool. All right, as it turns out, we're not having any difficulties keeping on top of our storage. It's working fine. Looks like you're just chopping up wood with a lot of enthusiasm, a lot of passion for your work. Congratulations, sir. I like that. And we're out of wood on the drying rack. Okay, that's not a problem. Stick that down over there. Great. No worries, no worries. We've got a lot of dry wood. Dry wood is, I mean, infinitely more useful than wet wood, apparently. So as long as we manage to, occasionally pick up a little bit of wet wood, then it can be refined pretty quickly into dry wood. That's pretty darn good. Okay, have we got any rope? It looks like we've got some rope, so let's see what we can build. Right, what do we need in order to make a mooring point? Haha! That is what we need. We've got it. We've got it. Alright, let's stick it right down. Right down at the end. Sure. That seems like a nice symbolic place to have it. And in order to make a salvaging boat and a fishing boat, we've actually got the resources, but I presume that it can only be manufactured in the mooring point. Oh my goodness. Look at that. What a fantastic animation that is. That is incredible. That is really, really cool. I like that a lot. Right. Anything else that we really need to make? Not really. I mean, I think that we've got more than enough firewood. Maybe we don't have enough firewood. Maybe I'll just get a few more bits of firewood. But I presume it's all being stored over here. Yeah, presumably. Alright, well, no worries. Okay, so as long as we get a little bit more water, that's fine. There's 3 in the export over there, which is great. We're going to need to invest a little bit more time, I think, into water purification, as it seems that that is the resource that we most need at present, but that's okay. We can do that in time. Queued up a little bit more firewood. Let's get a bit more firewood. Sure. And the mooring point, we can now make a salvaging boat. Okay, I mean, this is just going to increase our... This is just going to increase our capabilities tremendously. That's really, really good. Ah, okay, so each and every mooring point only allows for 1 single boat. Right, I must confess, I am a little bit heartbroken by that. I suspect that in reality, if I was living on a city on the sea, then I could build as many flipping boats as I wanted to and just have a single very, very crowded mooring point. But who am I to question the logic of a video game? Alright, how are we doing resource-wise? We're doing fine resource-wise. We do need to get a little bit more plastic. However, I'm sort of banking on this boat being able to collect a heck of a lot of plastic for us. Right, remove that marker. Is that the only marker that we've got? Yeah, we've only got 1 marker. By the way, this is just a list of all of our markers. Now, I'm thinking that the boat markers can probably go... Whoa. Yeah, I'm thinking that the boat markers can probably go a bit further out. Presumably. Right. It seems so. Yeah, it looks like swimming markers can just go very, very, very close to the sort of town center, but it seems that boats can go much further afield, which is very, very grand indeed. Okay, so can I get someone to go out and go for a little salvage? Oh my goodness! Look at the speed of this. This is an incredibly speedy chap, and presumably the amount that he can pick up. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I mean, we are just accelerating our resource collection here. I mean, that is 10. That is 10 bits of plastic that you're picking up with that boat. We are cleaning up the oceans one small, terrible plastic boat journey at a time. Remarkable. Truly remarkable. Okay, we do need more wood, though. We do need to get more wood dried, and we need a heck of a lot more water. Right. 4 firewood left in the machine. Okay, but yeah, we need a lot of water. I did not expect us to need as much water as we do. Okay, do I need to get a fishing boat? Should I get a fishing boat? I mean, I feel like I should get a fishing boat, even if I don't really need to get a fishing boat right now. I mean, I will need one pretty soon. Although 27 food reserves, I mean, that's totally fine. Salvage, can I set this up for a salvage mission? Sailboat on the rocks? Yeah, I know. I'm gonna go to it, but I don't know how... Ah, I see. It's a bespoke mission for the salvaging boat. Very, very cool. I'm still incredibly worried about this giant killer whale thing. It does sort of feel like we're on a little bit of a timer. Was this our village, by the way? Some drifters tried making a town on that island. I mean, I would say that that's a really stupid thing to do. This is an island in the middle of nowhere. However, I'm trying to make a town on the waves, which actually sounds a little bit more stupid than even making a town on this tiny little island. Anyway, great salvaging. Apparently you've got the mast. Very, very good. And 5 metal scrap. Don't mind if I do. That is very, 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 very good indeed. Also, let's get down another salvaging boat. The more stuff we can salvage, the better, as far as I'm concerned. We need to get a little bit more wood. I mean, is there any more wood sort of on the high seas? Doesn't actually look like there's much more wood. Great, mission accomplished over there. Doesn't look like there's much more wood. Yeah, wood definitely looks like the rarer resource. I mean, there's a tiny little bit over there, but plastic is the resource that we have in abundance. And it seems like wood is the endangered species here. All right, well, I suppose I can't complain too much if it's just wood that's on the ocean. I mean, plastic is much more damaging. It's bad for fish's lungs. Do fish have lungs? You know what I mean. It stops fish from being able to breathe when they get infected with microplastics. Can you get infected with microplastics? No, but you know, you're following the vein of my conversation. So I presume you know what I'm talking about. Right, you got 5 bits of wet wood. Let's get some of that hung up, please. Also, now I can make sails. I mean, this is just ludicrous. This is just absolutely ludicrous. I would like to make some driftway. Okay, I'm gonna throw caution to the wind, haha, quite literally, and set the sails up right over there. Okay, yeah, we don't have enough plastic in order to make this stuff happen, but that's okay. We're gonna try and sail away into the sunset with these sails in this location. This is looking pretty janky, I must say. Well, my. Let's go somewhere else. Let's explore. Before we do that, though, can I just get the last few bits and bobs over here? Ah, also, I didn't set up any fishing markers. I'll set up a fishing marker over there. I do want a few more resources. I have no idea if the resources carry over, but I guess we'll have to wait and see. I'm just after a tiny little bit more wood, if that's okay. Okay. Let's get that wood to the town center. Get it unloaded. There we go. Perfect. All right, let's open the map and see where we're gonna go. I mean, there is one location that we can go, but we're gonna do it. The features are villagers and an abandoned town. I'm excited for both of those things. Potato Town is on the move. Oh man, fantastic. Okay, so we've got two landmarks over here. We've got the Lonely Town, and we can rescue these people. I don't know where these people are, but presumably. Oh no, that's the Shack Town. Okay, the whale has followed us. That's probably the most concerning thing. Also, it looks like this used to be a proper community with a proper road and a ridiculous number of cars. I mean, I appreciate that I can't see the entire community and half of it is underwater. But this is a very, very high car to population ratio, I must say. Okay, and a Shack Town. Let's scavenge the Shack Town as well. Let's just get both of those things done right at the very start. All right, and then let's think about expanding. I mean, one of the first things that we're going to need to do is ensure that our new visitors, our guests, shall we say? I say guests. Guests is the wrong term. They're now employees, I guess. They're employees in the global cleanup operation. What do we need? Do we need plastic or do we need wood right now? We kind of need both, but that's okay. Let's enlarge that, and then we'll enlarge that. Okay, so we've got one plastic collection point, one wood collection point. That's great. Okay, research. We're gonna work on that in just a second. That is 3 research points. Okay, I'm with you. We're scavenging research points. That's very, very cool. We've got 3 of them available to us, and that's what we're gonna do. Okay, I need to make a heck of a lot more firewood because apparently I'm just not making enough of the stuff. Now that I've got so many boats out scavenging, I should be able to do that. Can we just move to the next town? Is that a thing that we can do? I legitimately can actually move there. Okay, I didn't think that I would be able to move that quickly. Have I not finished scavenging the Shack Town? Apparently not. Also, I need to get 2 more bedrooms for people. Right. Let's use this as an opportunity to build out here. We want to try and make walkways as long as possible, I think. We also probably want to get them at this sort of angle. I mean, we can obviously extend walkways as we go, but if we don't have to extend them, then that would be great. Okay, why are we not getting any more? Why are we not getting any more water? I mean, we've got a lot of people on board, which means that we now need to be very, very concerned with the amount of food and water that we have. Okay, chuck the firewood in there. Let's get some more firewood on the burner. Yeah, I need to make a heck of a lot more firewood in order to ensure that we've got enough water. I know that there is a leaking water tower in the next map location. Right. Storage issues in the little storage rack, but nothing too major. Alright, we are running out of water very, very quickly. Okay, this guy's bringing plastic, I hope. Someone bring me plastic. Oh my goodness. Okay, our water production is very, very low. I wanna jack up the water production. Yeah. Oh boy. Oh boy. Right. Get that built, and then let's get some more water production over here. Yeah, people are gonna start getting very, very thirsty very, very quickly. Do we have anything in the export? No, we do not. Keep making firewood, honestly, dude. Keep making firewood. We got loads of people working Thank you. We got loads of people working in the base now because we don't have enough jobs just on mooring points and whatnot. There we go. Okay, so fishes are coming back. Wait, hold up. That's firewood. How did you get firewood? How did we pick up firewood? Ah, I guess we can just repeatedly scavenge the shack town. I don't know when that's going to run out of resources, but I'm glad that it's not run out of resources quite yet. Although I would be very much obliged if someone, instead of going to get more and more wood, instead if someone decided to go get some plastic. Right, remove that marker and leave the plastic one open. Alright, I don't want to say that things are already looking a little bit dicey, but I mean, if someone was to ask me the question, do we have enough resources? I would respond in the negative. Although it looks like we're just about managing to keep everyone thirsted up. Okay, you look, I mean, happily living in Potato Town? Well, I'm glad that you're happy. I mean, it doesn't look like you're happy. Everyone's water meter is, I mean, it's a bit low. Right, you know what? Just repeatedly make firewood. I'm sick and tired of having to worry about firewood. We got 8 firewood over there. Right. And we're doing yet more scavenging. And we're bringing in canned food. Well, that is remarkable. Okay, what can we get? We can unlock a house, but that will require metal scrap, which I don't have. Smith your metal into more useful resources like pipes and screws. I mean, I don't have any metal, so that's not something that I can really use at the moment. Small water storage, water container, solar still. It slowly generates a small amount of fresh water. I mean, this looks key. This looks fantastic. Desalinator, remove salt water from seawater to generate fresh water. I mean, is that not what I'm doing? Is that not a desalinator over here anyway? No, this is a distiller, which is apparently different from a desalinator. There you go. The more you know, folks. The more you know. A fish kebab, right? As opposed to a fish kebab, which is an entirely different food dish. A fishing hut uses bait and net. Okay, cool. Deep fish. Deep sea fishing. I like that. I like the design of that building as well. I tell you what, the artwork in this game is absolutely stunning. Right, have you got me enough research points? No, you got 8 research points, which is, disappointingly, not enough to get us the solar still. Which is what I'm really looking for. But that's no worries. Right, have I got enough plastic to make another construction distiller, which I suspect should just say distiller? We will have in just a second, but we're gonna need a second one. Yeah, your water reserves are low. Yeah, and we need more houses as well. Okay, well, why don't I just go and research something, right? Why don't I just go and unlock a house? Let's get a house. I mean, I don't have the scrap to do it right now, but at least it makes me feel good about myself and the fact that we've done some research, you know? Right, I want to get another mooring point. Oh, finally, someone is going out to salvage the scrap. Okay, I'm gonna put 2 boats on that plastic waste salvaging operation. Yeah. And that's all done, as we know. That's great. Happy days. Happy days. Everything is looking up. Right, as soon as we get this plastic into the core, then we should be absolutely fine. Alright, we don't really need 3 drying racks now that we've got as much stuff as we do. Okay, let's get down to a second water factory. There we go. Let's get that down. I'd like to get that down as soon as possible so that we can start refining just that little bit more water. There we go. And you're coming back with fish, which is wonderful. I do need to set the fish up to be dried. How much fish do we actually have? I think this is our first fish shipment. Yeah, okay, that's our first fish shipment, which means that we need to set the drying racks to dry fish instead of wood. We'll keep one on wood for now. Okay. But we should have fish. Otherwise, we're gonna have issues. Okay, cool. How is everybody looking? Everyone's looking not too bad. Everyone is looking totally fine. I can set priorities for everyone. I mean, maybe we should have some, yeah, okay. I'll put 2 people on... 1 person on building. 1 person on... Sure. 1 person on, like, food preparation. And cooking as well. Anyone on hauling, salvaging stuff around. Probably you, I guess. I don't feel like I needed to really adjust anyone's priorities too much. But, you know, just to be on the safe side. Make sure that it's all good. Okay, good. The distiller's almost done. Once the distiller's done, I think we are probably going to progress to the next area. I mean, we've got 4 water reserves. We're running a little bit low on food. But honestly, pretty darn happy with the way that things are looking. Oh my goodness, that's a very aggressive angle of attack, I must say, from that fishing boat. Also, I know I do need to get some more houses, but I'm hoping that we can actually get just a full-sized house, as opposed to a small house. But we're going to need a little bit of metal for that. But there is absolutely no metal on this map. I'm positive of it. Yeah, plastic waste. No. I can't set any collection points past the confines of the fog. Right, okay. I mean, there is pretty much nothing that can be done about that. That's wet wood as well. We've already gone to the shack town. You're going to go and collect some fishies. That's fine. Okay. I think we can... I say confidently. Confidently is not exactly the right word. Confidently go to the next area? Okay, I need to... Okay, as soon as these guys are done collecting this plastic over here, I'm gonna get rid of this collection point, and instead we're going to go and collect more driftwood. There we go. Remove that marker. That is very, very unnecessary. Let's get 2 salvage boats on wood, because without wood, apparently everything grinds to a halt. Okay, I don't want to, you know, overstate the situation that we're in at the moment, but I certainly think that we should try and get some fresh water. So let's move to the next town. Alright, so we can do that under sail power, but wherever we are going to go next, we're going to need a little bit of oil, which is fine. I'm okay with that. Oh, I tell you what, that's a little hack there. So if you move town, then it looks like all of your salvage boats just return to you. That's very, very cool indeed. Okay, what have we got? So we got a water tower. Let's go and salvage that immediately. Factory ruins, I mean, that can wait. And the abandoned shack, we can go and scavenge that in just a second. But I'm really, really, really after a little bit of wood. And it don't look like there's much wood around this map. Okay, I mean, there is a little bit of wood over there. Yeah, not much. Not much at all. Alright, well, let's head to this area. And get that enlarged. And let's set 2 boats to go over there. I think what we need to do is we need to set more people to have scavenging boats. That was a bit of a weird way of saying we need to get people to scavenge. We need more people scavenging. We need more boats, basically. So we need to get another mooring point, which means that we need to get a little bit of rope, a little bit of dry wood. All of this requires wood, is what I'm saying. We've got 18 firewood. Okay, I mean, that is honestly far too much. Far too much firewood. There we go. Okay. Get a couple of bits of rope. There we go. You're going to go and scavenge that over there. That's great. I mean, honestly, we should be fine, right? Yeah. I know my water reserves are low. It's a concern. Let's convert that to fish. And let's convert that back to dried wood. Okay, good. So let's, after this fish is all dried up, not dried up, all dried out in the sun, and let's put you on repetitive water making. I didn't even realize that I hadn't done that. That's fine. All right. And you're on wood. Okay. I should probably think about getting some. I should probably think about getting some sort of gantry out this way. I say gantry. That's not the appropriate term. The appropriate term would be walkway. I should get a walkway out this way. And then let's also put in a swimming point, as that is very, very close to the town heart, and therefore I can get over there with relative ease. Okay, 10 fresh water. Oh, yes, now we're talking. Are we having storage issues? No, not yet. Although we do have a heck of a lot of firewood. That's far too much, actually. Far too much firewood. But that's okay. Liquid storage capacity is stored separately, so I don't think we need to worry about our fresh water supply storage in mixed in with all the sort of regular storage. We don't need to worry about that at all. That's cool. Very, very cool. All right, we're finally getting a handle on our water situation. Next thing is, of course, going to be the the wood situation, which is similarly poor. Okay. Is this the last trip? Yeah, this is the last trip to the leaking water tower. Most of the water has indeed... Yeah, it's already leaked out. It had already leaked out by the time we'd gotten to that point. That's fine. Okay, great. Some of the wood has arrived back on the town, so let's get that moved to where it needs to be. Great. And we can make a little bit of rope. All right, cool. I want to massively expand, I think. Now is the time. Now is the time to do it. Yeah, 40. We can't actually build out with that area. Okay. Yeah. Let's go right up to the sort of the edge of the world. Let's go as far as we possibly can. And then I'm going to put some boats out this side as well. It'll just give us a little bit more space to play around with, which is very, very cool indeed. I don't know how we make ourselves an engine, because presumably we need to get something that will use the oil in order to travel to the next point on the map. So the abandoned town, Seagull's Nest, I mean, all of it requires oil. And it don't seem like we got much oil. I mean, well, we've got the opportunity to get 3 oil, which is great. But we don't have the opportunity to get an engine, I don't think. Unless it's hidden in the research menu. I mean, it might be through the scrapsmith. It might be through the scrapsmith that we managed to get ourselves an engine. I guess we'll just have to wait and see. Yeah. Okay, I tell you what, I should probably try and get some more storage. Some more storage space would probably be nice. It just seems like the people on the boats are having to travel an awfully long way in order to get their to where they need to go. It says that I've got 0 firewood stored in there, although I'm pretty sure that I've got firewood. Is that not firewood that's displayed right over there? I'm pretty sure that that is firewood that is showing up as stored right over yonder. but it doesn't show up as firewood. Okay, well, that's very peculiar. It says that there are 14 things in the storage and 0 firewood. That's slightly worrying if all of my firewood has suddenly become inaccessible. Not sure about that. Very, very unsure about that. Well, we're up to 32 water anyway, which is just grand. Just absolutely grand. Okay. Aha, great. Let's get some mooring points. In fact, I'd like to get as many mooring points as possible. Let's get some more wood drying points as well. Oh boy, I need to get some fish. There we go. Okay. Go fishing, please. Has the firewood been found? Some of the firewood has been found, apparently. Great. Wonderful. Right, and then let's get some mooring points. At least one, probably a second. As soon as we possibly can. Oh my goodness. How is it that we're always sort of lurching from one extreme to another? I suspect that it might be entirely my fault. I mean, I know it's entirely my fault. I literally cannot blame anyone else for the situation which I am in. However, it's not going to stop me from trying. Okay, turn that off. Okay, stop making fresh water. Okay, I think we're up to speed on water. That's great. I also want to get some more drying racks. You're going to do that. That's great. Can I get a storage point in over here? I'd love to stick a bit of storage in there. It would be really, really helpful. Stick a storage point in over there. And let's get another... Let's get another mooring point right over there. I'm future-proofing this. It's probably a little bit overkill, but it's fine. I need to get some more drying racks as well. I mean, 3 drying racks is fine, but we need 3 drying racks for food as well as for wood. Yeah, in fact, I tell you what, I've got an idea. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have 2 fishing boats over here. So I'm gonna have, this is gonna be the fishing side, and we're gonna have drying racks which are exclusively for fish drying right over here. There we go. Okay, and the storage thing up there. Yeah, I don't think I actually want to build that. I did, but now I don't. I don't think I need to. That's, it's a bit overkill. A bit overkill, at least for now. Although we do actually need more storage, and I do probably want to build storage at the end of the walkways. Is a good place to build them, that's for sure. However, okay, you're going to just dock up near there. Why are you docking up over there? That's not your designated docking point. That's troubling stuff. If they can just dock anywhere they choose, well, that's irritating. I could salvage that boat, but I don't want to do that. Okay, 24 water, that's fine. It's the food reserves which are killing me, quite literally. Okay, Captain Hook, I mean, your health is going to keep on decreasing until you can get a good meal inside you. And that's not going to be for a while. Right. Let's get fish on there. How many fish do we have? 0 fish inside there and 1 fish over there. Really? That's it? Yeah, someone go out to the fishing point and get some more fishes. Okay, and then let's get 2 more fishing boats. Soon. Right. And that is going to be a fish processing area as well. Alright, great. Okay, we got 5 fishes now. Okay, someone has clearly been neglecting to unload their boats in an appropriate manner. Right, and then 2 fishing boats gonna go right in here. And that's gonna work. Okay, 5 bits of plastic right over there. That's why I got it originally. Can I... There we go. Okay, so there's 10 bits of plastic that can be picked up in relatively close proximity to our town. So let's try and do that. Also gonna try and make a little bit more firewood. Yeah. Let's do that. Okay, we got a heck of a lot of fish on the go now, which is very, very good indeed. Right, nice. I think we're gonna need just one. In fact, I actually think we're gonna need two more drying racks. So that'll be enough drying rack capacity to deal with a single boatload of fish. So the thought process is that the captain of the fishing boat can just come back to the mooring point and immediately unload his catch onto the drying rack. It should work pretty well. I hope anyway. Okay, and it looks like our intrepid team have managed to collect all of the plastic that is around the town, which is grand. Okay, good. This is looking really, really good. Let's get some more firewood made so that we don't run out of water. I mean, we don't want to immediately run out of food and then run out of water. That would certainly be less than ideal. Have I maybe made these gangways, these walkways a little bit too long? Is that perhaps the problem? I don't know. I don't know. It seems fine. Everything seems fine at the moment. Let's have a little look-see, shall we? I mean, I do want to go and salvage that stuff over there, but there's no real sort of time pressure to do so, so... Right, 78 bits of plastic can be picked up over there. What about wood? Right. There we go. Okay, so that's 2 salvage missions, which our boats are going to go on. That's great. And then this is almost done. The fishing boat, I think, is fine. I think the fishing source has been eroded, but that's okay. That can go over there. I mean, is there any other fish that are nearer? It doesn't look like it. Oh, there is one more fish source over here. I'm just gonna queue it up. I think if we just have those 2 sort of like on the go, that shouldn't necessarily be a problem. Yep, because there's only one fishing boat, it can only go to a single fishing source at once. And let's queue you up for dried fish. Great. Have we got any dried fish? Nope, but there are 3 meals. 3 meals right over there. What's the nutritional value of dried fish? Oh, it's only 0.5? Yikes. Did not realize that it was that low. Right, let's queue up a bunch more firewood. Right, that can be a wood drying rack. Cool. We do need a smidgen more plastic. But that's not a problem. How's everyone doing? Okay, everyone's food is not too shabby. Not too shabby at all. Scrappy's a little bit low, but with a name like Scrappy, can you really expect anything else? I don't think you can. Okay, I do want to get some more boats up and running, but we're going to need a little bit more plastic in order to make that happen. I did think that we've got a guy doing plastic. We've got a guy doing plastic salvage, and in fact, it looks like there's already 10 bits of plastic on that boat right over yonder, but it hasn't been moved in. You guys really need to get better at moving your plastic around. That really sounds like a euphemism, but it's actually not. Okay, that's 3 oil that we've successfully managed to salvage. I don't know where the heck we're going to store oil. I guess we can just store it as is in the town heart. Yeah, great, I guess. Oh, look at this. This is working like a well-oiled machine. It's like a hungry, well-oiled machine. Right, fishing stuff sorted, wood stuff sorted. As long as we get on top of our water, I think we're going to be totally fine. We're going to scavenge the abandoned shack for the last few bits of research. But I must say, I think things are going well, apart from the fact that there is occasionally a hungry belly or two. Yeah, our food reserves, yeah, they could be better. They could be better, but at least now with this sort of fishing operation that we've got going over here, it's gonna be sorted. It'll be sorted in time. You know, just bear with. Just bear with. Okay, let's get another fishing boat right over there. Aha! Aha ha ha! This is great. This is great. So, we were out scavenging the abandoned shack. 10 research points and 7 bits of food. Boy, oh boy. That sort of luck doesn't usually come my way. Can I get rid of these? Yeah, I can. That's great. Okay, that's really, really good. Okay, so as soon as these guys get back, I think that we can just straight away head to the next area. I don't think that we need an engine in order to make this happen. I think that we are going to be ready to progress to the next area. Now, I'm pretty certain that we should probably go to the Seagull Nest. I mean, why not, right? The Seagull Nest, discover animals. That sounds like a fun thing to do, a fun and important thing to do. I don't know what they're going to do for me, but I mean, seagulls are usually a real pest, but apparently in this circumstance they may or may not be positive. I do want villagers though. I really do want villagers. More villagers would be fantastic. More villagers would be really, really fantastic. However, I'm gonna go and have a little look. Okay, there's villagers over here. Can we perhaps go up to seagulls, then over here, and then over here? Right. Let's go into the seagulls. Let's see what we've got. Alrighty. Let's have a look at this. What is this? A viaduct? Ooh, yes. That's fantastic. I'll have a look around the map in just a second. Seaweed-covered rocks. Raw seaweed. Presumably we can dry that seaweed out, I imagine. No idea. And then a seagull nest. Aha! Stefan! Right, Stefan the seagull. Let's rescue him. Let's do that pronto style. It says that we've got no food, but that's not entirely true. We've got a heck of a lot of food still on the raft. Okay, is this Stefan the seagull over there? That is indeed Stefan the seagull. Where was this bit of road originally leading to? Who constructed that? And this sounds like a very, very bad pitch. Whoever pitched that is a good idea. Same with this. There must be a more efficient way of building this road. There must be a more efficient way of building this road. No matter. No matter. Right, let's set that up to be salvaged as well. And then let's set up a fish collection point. That's not what I meant. A fishing point. Right, get that pumped up. Yeah, okay. Fish collection point right over here. And get that enlarged. Okay, so after we've rescued Stefan, fingers crossed, we'll be in a slightly better situation. Right, where's our boat with all of the food on? It's just coming into the town heart at the moment. Great, wonderful. Well, I must say I'm very happy with the jobs that everyone is doing. I still think that we have just a few too many townsmen to properly work this town, but that's okay. Okay, the Seagull Nest. What's happening with the Seagull Nest? Where is Stefan? Oh, here he comes, happily living in Potato Town. Torpedo moves fast. What does he do? He's hauling items? No way. What? Oh, I take it back. I take it back. I originally wanted villagers, but Stefan the seagull, you are the hero. You are the MVP of the day, my dude. A seagull that actually works. Oh my goodness. A seagull that isn't a complete sort of drain on society. A seagull that is an actually helpful friend. This is remarkable. I don't want to feed it, but I mean, I can live with that. Will you eat seaweed? No, you won't. You'll eat sushi, though, so you're a very, very sophisticated seagull. I appreciate that about you. All right, well, I think, ladies and gents, we're going to leave it there. Stefan, what an investment. What an investment. Boy, oh boy. What an incredible bird. Does he show up as a... Oh my goodness, he shows up as an actual human being. Oh my goodness. Look at that. That's incredible. All right, well, I think that we're gonna finish this episode up right over here because, I mean, things are going great. Apart from the fact that we're, you know, lurching from disaster to disaster. Everything's fine. Nothing bad to report in. No, it's all good. All positive stuff, all positive vibes. This game is fantastic. It's called Flotsam. It's out on September the 26th. Tune in for the next episode, ladies and gents. My name, of course, has been Potato. I'll see you next time. Bye.